Hello, everyone. My name's Artemis Black, and we are here to talk about the new video trailer from Cyanide Studios regarding the release of Warhammer Blood Bowl. It says Blood Bowl 4 on the screen. It is Blood Bowl. It's sort of Blood Bowl 3.5, but we're not getting a Blood Bowl 4 anytime soon. And Warhammer Blood Bowl is just too long, isn't it? I guess I could call it WBB in the future. But then I'd have to keep explaining what that is. It's Blood Bowl 4. If you want to watch the trailer, you just search for it on YouTube, search for Cyanide Studios, or search for Rumble Bowl, maybe. I'm not going to show any clips from it. I don't get along with Cyanide. I have no interest in them copyright striking anything that I do. So the big news that came with it is going to bring with it Rumble Bowl, or Sevens, as most people know it by. We don't know whether or not they've been told by Games Workshop anything, or whether they came up with Rumble Bowl themselves. Maybe the third season Death Zone will have Sevens rules called Rumble Bowl, and GW has told them that, but also told them you can't say that, etc. I don't know. We'll find that out in the future, but it's basically Sevens, and they're going to have to obviously modify the rules of Sevens from the rules that were in Death Zone in 2020, because some of them are not going to fit quite right. So what is Sevens? Oh, that's that little thing, look, it's got a white line at the top. That's going to annoy me this entire video. Sevens is just a shorter version of Blood Bowl played on a smaller pitch. And I mean, that's basically what it is, right? It's cut down, less players, less turns, no re-rolls. Sorry for the yawning. I'm recording this at 6 a.m. It is just a quicker, shorter version of Blood Bowl. I'll be honest with you, most people will also say it's a worse version of Blood Bowl. Less rerolls equals more RNG, equals RNG has more impact than skill, which means better players don't bother playing it that often. And yes, because of the smaller pitch, it does favor higher movement teams more often. Skaven are excellent at Sevens, possibly the best team at Sevens, just because of their movement. That won't change that much for them, at least in third season. So they described Rumble as a fast-paced 7-player format with roughly 30-minute matches, smaller teams, smaller pitch, designed for quicker, but still highly tactical games. The highly tactical part is marketing speak. It's not. It's less tactical by a mile than regular Blood Bowl. Who plays it? Well, apparently Americans play it. So maybe this is some kind of like outreach to get more Americans to play Blood Bowl 4 than play Blood Bowl 3. It is a bit of a tumbleweedy place in the middle of the night, UK time, because Americans not really big players of the online version of Blood Bowl. There are lots of Americans who play Blood Bowl. They just don't seem to have come to Blood Bowl 3. So maybe, have I wrote Mianland? Oh, god damn it. I'm not fixing any of this. The white line can stay. The typo can stay. I don't care. So I did some checking of this, so I knew what I was talking about. They were 1,300 tournaments on the NAF site in 2025. 10% of them were Sevens, 130. Of the 130, 50 were from America. Only 30 from England. France only did one singular Sevens tournament. One of the biggest Blood Bowling nations on the planet. One Sevens tournament. So, yeah, this is this will appeal to Americans, I guess, who seem to like sevens. As it says, over half of the top 57 players in the world are Americans. Hardly any French, English names on there are top players who you recognize. There are some English names on there, obviously, but they're sort of like second-tier players. So none of the top players in Europe really play sevens at all. It sounds like this is all negative, but like, I don't know what else to say. I don't really care about sevens. I don't know anyone who does care about sevens. There are people who care about sevens, but they tend to be casual players. Casual players don't tend to spend money or come online and look to play randos across the world. So I very much worry that this is a lot of effort to put in a format of the game that's just going to be hard to find a game in, hard to spin. It's just going to die. Like Arena in Blood Bowl 3 is basically a representative of the popular version of Tabletop Blood Bowl, the 1300, not the 130. And that only has 10% of the players that Ladder has, that Casual Spin-In has. So this is 10% of that. It doesn't seem like it's... And even if it does get players, where are they coming from? They're not going to be new players, right? So it's going to split off from Ladder or Arena. And Arena having less players is awful, because that's the best thing that Blood Bowl 3 and therefore Blood Bowl 4, seeing as there's not much changing, is going to have going for it. So I'm not really certain what the thinking behind sevens is. It sounds like a good idea. It's faster. You can play it in your dinner hour, which no one will ever do. You don't have to commit to an hour game. It's only 30 minutes-ish. But that's the case in real life, and people don't play it. So like it's just one of those ideas that seems to sound good on paper, but no one cares. There was some other news in the update. The Tomb Kings and Bretonnians will be in the game at launch. They're almost certainly not going to be free. They're going to be on the Blood Pass. But the Blood Pass, you can unlock the teams for free. So, oh, look, I've typoed tutorials there as well. Never do one of these at 6 a.m. New tutorials. So this says new tutorials, but I'm assuming it's just going to be a tutorial for how to play sevens. I don't see any other, because they don't put any rules in the game. They can't copy the text. They can only use the rules. So they don't put any of the rules in the game. So they need tutorials. They're not just going to post the rules for Rumble Bowl. There's nowhere in the client to post, like, whole pages of text and things. So I'm assuming the new tutorial is just going to be for sevens. I don't really care. I'm probably not going to play much sevens, if any, at all, when Blood Bowl 4 comes out. But it is nice that they are going to have the Tomb Kings and the Bretonnians at the start, rather than eke them out, like one at the start and then another one 3 months later. It does mean that there are still 3 teams unreleased. Gnomes, Snotlings, and Ogres. Snotlings especially are being missed. So that's like the next year of releases of Blood Pass sorted. God knows when we'll see High Elves on Blood Bowl 4. 2027. And also we'll talk in future videos, like, what are they going to do after High Elves? High Elves probably the first release of 2027 or the second. And then Games Workshop will have released one other team. And that'll be it. They'll have caught up. Games Workshop are going to probably release 1, maybe 2 teams a year. Whereas Blood Bowl 4 need 4 teams a year. So they're going to catch up. Interesting to know what their plan is for releases. Morning Shrimp. When can you play? So if you are interested in playing this will be a Steam demo. So I'm assuming anyone can play it. You don't have to own the game. It'll be a downloadable demo, I assume. That's a very big assumption. It's a Steam demo between March 18th and March 25th. So as of me recording this and putting it out today, it'll be in a week. Will I be playing? Yeah, of course I will. I don't really care about the sevens part, but I'm going to be playing to see if there's any changes to the UI, to see if there's anything you can glean from the demo about what's going to come in the full game. That's what I'm going to care about. Will I play the actual game? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll play some sevens. What does it matter? Like, it's not that I don't think it'll be fun. I just don't think it'll be easy to get a game and that anyone will care about it. I think it will be abandoned. That's my big issue with it. If it's not, great. That means they found something that people want to see. It's not like I don't want it. I think it's a bad idea. I'm worried that it'll, in hindsight, be a bad idea. Will have taken resources away from, just making the game better, taking out some of the bugs, like fixing the UI issues, all of the things that I wrote in my Christmas video that I'm sure I will go over again in future videos. And instead we got like a format that apparently like 8 people in Florida really asked for. Where will I play it? Right here on Twitch, obviously, where I'm recording this. I will try to play it not at 6 a.m. so I can, speak properly and type properly. If this is your first video of mine, by the way, I am very sorry. Normally, I'm a little more erudite, and also I can spell. I just needed to pop out a video before I go to bed, as I've been up all night, and it's 6 a.m. Hence the yawning and the inability to type the word tutorial or mainland. Go check out the other videos. I sound more awake, I promise. Also, don't forget to follow me and like me and all of the buttony stuff that comes with being a YouTuber. That's it. Nothing else happened. I would have liked some more info in the video. It's a bit weird that the demo is only going to be Rumble Bowl. I would have preferred something else going on in there. Maybe there will be something else going on there and they're just bad at marketing. I don't know. So we'll find out in a week's time. I'm going to try between now and then to work out how to dual stream. Because I currently use Streamlabs and I can't dual stream to YouTube and Twitch via Streamlabs. So I will have to use a different streaming client to do both. Because I would like to stream this demo for that week on both platforms for those of you who found me on YouTube, and some of you wander over to Twitch, but some of you can't watch Twitch because you watch me at work or whatever. So I will try and do that. If I can't do that, I'm sorry, but I will give it a go between now and next week. Otherwise, you'll just have to come and watch me on Twitch at the address on thing. And enough wobbling. That's the end of my video. I'm going to go to bed. I will be back to normal service after this video, I promise. Bye-bye.